Ladies and gentlemen, Germans have the strangest locations for package pickup centers. 2 times I've had to pick up a package. First one was at a garden center, and the second time is now, and it's the middle of nowhere. And then they just have a warehouse back here, and that's where I picked up my package. It was the strangest experience. But if you ignore the corn and wheat fields and the dreary weather and the potential wind that's in your ears, today's vlog is very special because we're finally getting to go to Germany's one and only capital, Berlin, as well as the beautiful canal city of, or river city of Hamburg, up in northern Germany. This will be the northernmost I've traveled in Germany, and I'm quite excited for it, as you can probably imagine. And because these are two very big cities that are very far away, it's a long distance to get there. So it's going to be an overnight trip with me and Otto. So it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it quite a bit. So yeah, that begins tomorrow morning. So I will see you guys then. Well, here we are in Hamburg. Nice. Yeah. Very cool. So our first location is this model train exhibit. You know, you guys know how much I like model trains. Basically, many years ago, my grandfather showed me a video for this miniature Wonderland model train exhibit, and I was absolutely fascinated by it. I kept watching the video over and over again. I thought it was awesome. So I vowed I would try to visit it one day, and you know, it happens to be in Hamburg. So here we go. All in all, I'd say that was pretty elite. It was I think detailed is honestly an understatement for it. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And if you've got a good sense of humor, definitely the place to go.
That place sealed. I mean, the humor is sealed for sure.
It's solid. It's solid. You could definitely spend a day there. So because I messed up the first time and accidentally ate a chicken nugget instead of a fish stick, we got Hamburg fish and chips because Hamburg is a port town and we want, you know, local specialty. And we're just going to ignore that I didn't know what a chicken nugget was, and we're going to go straight for the fish. Yep. Definitely a little fishy. Just, you know, it's whitefish, good old whitefish, nothing wrong with that. It's quite good. With the cocktail sauce, it pairs very well, I think. Nice little bit of savoriness. Otto, how's yours?
So I got a little bit of shrimp and chips action.
All right.
Maybe not the most local thing in the world, but close enough. I'm not a big fish person, so that's why I settled for the shrimp.
Yeah, me either, but yeah.
Same cocktail sauce. Solid shrimp.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. We're gonna enjoy this. Overall, though, I'd say not nearly enough time spent in Hamburg. I feel like we saw like almost nothing, if we're being honest. Very, very beautiful city, and I'd like to go back and see more of it. Like the Maritime History Museum looked really cool. I don't know. I saw there was a little bit of architecture off in the distance, some sort of cathedral-looking thing that looked cool. So yeah, I wish we'd spent a little more time there, but like I said, you really can't spend all day at the Wonderland, and I think that was really crazy. So
well, to be fair, we did see Hamburg.
Yeah, we did do that little river tour, yeah.
But also at Wonderland.
Yeah.
Maybe
all right, true. Maybe
size.
in miniature form as well. We did see Hamburg. That's true. Well, we've already arrived in Berlin, and we can very quickly tell it does not feel like the rest of Germany. I mean, Hamburg was very like modern and industrial feeling, especially compared to like southern Germany, which is much more of the traditional type. But even Berlin is a little weird, a little funky, straight off the bat.
So it did something weird, right? It kind of came through here.
Yeah.
And there, and then kind of like did something like that.
It's some weird zigzags, but yeah, it came right through here. Huh. All right, day 2. Finally, time to explore some of the city. We're checking out some of the Berlin Wall memorials, which is very cool. Our hotel was actually situated right on where the wall used to run, kind of in this strip between the walls. So, you know, one wall here and the other wall there, and our hotel was kind of right in the middle. So, very cool stuff for history nerd me.
This is what it must have felt like to look through, huh?
Yeah. Like Otto said, it's all very, very sobering and very interesting stuff. So on to some more iconic locations. We have German Parliament building, just right out of the subway. That's you like to see it. Very impressive and slightly imposing building. Jumping from one iconic location to the next. Absolute legendary location status right here. Crazy. Kind of getting some like Paris vibes from the city almost. with these like massive wide streets and wide sidewalks, almost like Champs-Élysées. Kind of interesting. Absolutely elite. That's legendary. One of the coolest cars I've seen this entire trip, undoubtedly. Very interesting Statue of Liberty they got right here. Really, it just seems like the south side of the river is chock full of iconic locations and sightseeing stuff. All very close together.
Slowly being consumed.
Yeah. Huh. Alright, so the first museum we wanted to tackle today, right as it starts raining too, I got a Mustang Bullet, but German Spy Museum. Sounds cool to me. All right, pretty cool museum detailing the history of spies and their equipment and antics and spy fiction and that sort of thing. Very kid friendly, as you could probably imagine. Very cool place. Right, moving on with our sightseeing tour, we've got the one and only Checkpoint Charlie over there. Very tempted to eat at that KFC. Right, so aside from the fact that it's raining and there's a very cool bridge that we crossed on the way over here, we're now at the East Side Gallery, displaying some of the very cool murals that were painted on the Berlin Wall. Very cool place. I'm starting to realize how little visual distinction there is between what used to be East and West Berlin. Aside from, the wall or some markers or memorials or something like that, you can't really tell what's what. Especially if you cross over it so easily like we've been doing. With that in mind, I can only imagine what it was like to wake up in 1961 and suddenly there's a wall dividing your city and you're not allowed to go to the other side. Or what it was like to reunify in 1989 and, after years of not being able to travel, you're finally able to. It's magical. Getting close to the end of our Berlin trip, and here, continuing our landmarks, the Berlin TV Tower, probably the most famous, at least in Germany, although Stuttgart ranks up there. We're not going to go to the top though, because it's like, what, 25 euros?
25 euros, yeah.
Yeah, which is frankly ridiculous. Don't really know what any of this is, but nice park, church right here, which you can't see because of the trees. And is that red building over there what we saw at the Lego store? It looks similar.
You're right.
So maybe is that the town hall?
Maybe.
It's got the Berlin flag on top of it. So maybe. I'll place whatever it is right here. More impressive view of the church right here. You got quite a few domes in the near vicinity. Not sure all what for, but what a cool city. Yeah, not bad at all. In our last fleeting moments before we need to head back, the Berlin Cathedral. Honestly quite impressive. I'm not sure how that copper roof is aged, but rest of it quite impressive. Quite impressive indeed. Museum Island just over there as well, which we unfortunately did not have time for, but it seems pretty interesting nonetheless. A solid showing today overall. Well, overall, I gotta say, I'm very happy with Berlin. I think this is the only city I've visited so far that rivals Paris for me in terms of how much there is to do and how much history there is. It's close. I like this a lot. This is a phenomenal city, and I would absolutely come back. I hope I do. Fantastic time. It's been a fantastic weekend. It really has. All in all, despite some long train rides, I'd say it was an exquisite 2 days. In short, I had some pretty lofty expectations for Hamburg and Berlin, and I can easily say those expectations were met, if not exceeded. I would very much like to go back. But as it is now after midnight, that means it is now July 10th. So I have exactly 1 month left in Europe. Gotta spend that time wisely. So, with that in mind, I thank you for joining me yet again. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. And until next time, I hope you guys have a good one.